Hey, what's up, you guys? I'm Jaquan,
I'm Jasmine.
and welcome to the
Film
Film Spill.
Spill. So today, guys, we're going to be reviewing seasons 1, 2, and 3 of Marvel's Jessica Jones. This is a drama series, and here is the summary. When a tragedy puts an end to her short-lived career as a superhero, Jessica settles in New York City and opens her own detective agency called Alias Investigations. Suffering from post-traumatic stress syndrome, Jessica wants to do good, but her primary interest isn't in saving the world, it's saving her apartment and getting through each day.
Yeah. So I really enjoyed Jessica Jones. As far as my rating, I was stuck between giving it a 4 or a 5, but I'm gonna just sit with 4. Kilgrave is probably like my top 2 TV villain character of all time. Like he's just was that good. I honestly feel like if it wasn't for Kilgrave, I probably wouldn't like this show as much. But he definitely pulled the weight on the show. All right, so let's get into my pros and my cons. So just like I just stated, Kilgrave being my number 2 TV series villain, I mean, some of the stuff that he was making people do on this show was hilarious. Like I said, if it wasn't for Kilgrave, I probably wouldn't like the show as much. My next pro is the Jessica Jones and Luke Cage relationship. I really like how they explored that because you know me, baby, I'm like stick to the source material. In the comics, Jessica Jones and Luke Cage had a relationship. They actually ended up having a child, which is crazy. So just kind of see them explore that was interesting. It was dope. The next pro was whenever Kilgrave made Luke fight Jessica and she shot him in the face with a shotgun. That was crazy because it's like those Netflix Disney shows was just gory. Like just all the stuff that was happening on a lot of these shows is just crazy. And yeah, that part was crazy. When Kilgrave made the police officers all point their guns at Jessica Jones, once again, he was literally like that's his ability. He has the ability to make people do things. He tell you to do stuff, you do it. It was another part when I think he told somebody to like go F yourself. And the person was literally like stuck in this trance because they were trying to do so. Of course, you know, one of my favorite lines is when he's walking somewhere and some guy say something to him and basically Kilgraves tell the guy like basically throw your coffee in your face. And the guy had like this piping hot coffee and he throws it in his face. He's like, ugh! Like it was just hilarious to me. Another pro was when Jessica Jones decides to stay in New York and fight crime. I just thought that was real dope. Mainly because you know throughout season 1, season 2, season 3, it was hard for her to kind of like she basically was trying to give it up because she really wasn't trying to be a superhero. You know they will always talk about the incident when they was talking about what happened with in Avengers when the Chitauri and stuff came. They never physically said that, but she even then, you know, she kind of disowned it. Like, yeah, you know, they messing stuff up. Like, she never really wanted to be a hero because she felt like she didn't deserve it. But she did deserve it because she did do a lot of good. So I thought it was real dope for her kind of deciding to stay back, you know, ignoring the Kilgrave voice in her head and basically saying like, I'm gonna do this. Con. So first con was, you know, this is more so a personal sad thing, but whenever Luke Cage found out that Jessica Jones kills his wife, that was kind of sad because
Yeah,
it
that
was
was
like,
crazy.
yeah, because throughout the whole series, well, really season 1, you realize that Kilgrave is really like infatuated with Jessica Jones because she's like the one person who I think he can't control or something. And I think it was like one moment when he did and she was able to break away from it. But yeah, whenever the moment she was controlled, it was when he made her kill Luke Cage's wife, which is sad. Another con was when Alyssa was walking in jail with the bald head. I talked about that. It was just a personal funny con to me. Like why y'all had that girl going out like that. And I think one of the biggest cons I was just super irritated was whenever Trish killed Jessica's mom. It's like she just became so addicted to trying to be this superhero, and she ended up basically being like an anti-hero, and she was just doing too much. Like you know, she was upset being in Jessica Jones' shadow. She was sad. She was weak. Even her trying to go get the powers and stuff. Like all this putting so many people in danger. She just went off the rails. It was crazy. So yeah, when she killed her, it was real sad because then their relationship immediately was broken. But other than that, gave it a 4. Shout out to Kilgrave, R.I.P. And yeah, I would definitely recommend it.
Okay, guys, so I give this series a 3 out of 5. I really like Jessica Jones because she's like a tomboy and stuff. Like, she's not super girly. She just seems like a regular woman besides her powers and stuff. Like you said, Kilgrave was a menace. Like, she just couldn't get away from him. I don't understand that part when she had him locked up and his parents, like, why did she let his parents decide to talk to him? Because of course he ended up making them kill themselves, and then
Oh
when she
yeah.
went in to try to help, he escaped. It's like, why would you let him in there? I guess she thought they didn't have nothing on them, but I think he made one of them take their belt off or something. He just did something crazy. but I don't understand why she did that. Like he said, her adoptive sister Trish was doing way too much in season 2 and 3. That's why I had to bring it down, my score down to a 3, because Trish was just doing too much. She was addicted to that inhaler. Like he said, she wanted to be a superhero so bad, so she had like these temporary powers and all the stuff. She was trying to fight everybody, but she was doing way too much. And then in the ending scenes of season 3, it was interesting how Kilgrave's voice was still in her head, even though she had killed him in season 1. It just shows how much power he had over her when he was alive and even after his death. And it just showed how big of a villain he was. But I really like Jessica Jones. This was a really good series.
For sure, for sure. Just like always, make sure you guys like, subscribe, and comment. You guys have a good one.